how do you guys say the state? Oregon.
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 See, everybody up here says Oregon.
Yeah, that's a New York thing. It's. Do you listen to Legion of Skanks?
No.
No.
Okay, they just had a whole argument about it because somebody said Oregon, and they just trashed this guy. But he's a New York native. It's pretty funny.
Well, it triggered my brain because the other day I met up. I think we even talked about my one buddy the other day. I was like, I got to get him on the show. Funny, wild man, biker, big beard, all this stuff. And I ran into him randomly at my aunt's bar the other day, and he just kept talking about Oregon, and it was like, there it is. See, I'm not. The wife is like, we always would be like Oregon Trail, and we got into it pretty hard on this show or the other show, and different hosts and stuff were on because Logan not only says Oregon, but he would always say documentary, and that's odd. That like triggered a whole bunch of things, and now people, even in my own brain, now I'm like, I force myself to say Oregon, so I don't. And when you watch sport games, I start to listen too. And the other day, an announcer, one was saying Oregon, one was saying Oregon, and I'm like, yes. And I don't know if they were doing it to trigger some people too, but it's just one of those things in my brain that I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like,
my niece just went. She just started this year at Oregon. I wonder how they say it.
I bet you it's Oregon, but I bet you there's a handful of people that say Oregon, and I'm wondering where that break is. Like Toby grew up in Minnesota, and it was Oregon. So I'm like, well, there goes the North. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they also put the O for an extra long amount of time. Minnesota. Okay. What about that shelled nut that people make pies out of? What do you call it?
Pecan.
Walnut? A pecan. Pecan.
Okay, not pecan.
Not pecan.
Okay.
A lot of people up here say pecan too.
Okay. All right.
Yep. That's another one I force myself to think. I say it in my head a couple of times. Pecan, 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 pecan. And I'm like, pecan. Same with documentary. I was a documentary guy as well sometimes. So now I'm like, documentary.
So when you say interstate, do you say the or route?
Ooh,
so when you say like Route 81, would you say the 81 or Route 81?
I say route. But up here, do you know what they say? Route.
Yeah, I say route, I think. Yeah.
Yep, that was another big one that not only here, but with the family and the wife, they're always like, because they live on Route 3, they say, and I'm like, it's route. It's a paper route, not a paper route. I said roots are in trees.
Well, and to be fair, we don't even say we don't say interstate here. We all just say freeway. Everything's freeway here. Yeah.
Well, we don't have interstates, so.
What are the roads made out of? That hard thing that you drive on?
Asphalt.
Cement?
No, keep going. Wait, what'd you say?
Cement?
Not cement?
Cement? Yeah, no, cement.
I say cement.
So I say cement.
Well, because you could just almost say semen.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Cement. Interesting, isn't it? It's just it's a weird thing. Some words.
Hey, at least we're not British, dude, with our aluminium. So
between that, I think the British do it for sure, but definitely a lot of Canada, like they add letters. Like when you say
color,
like mustache and stuff, they add an O. Color, they add the OU. A lot of that.
Wait, where do they put an O in mustache? Where's that at?
It's like moustache. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So when I bought in all the stuff for Mustache Mate, I also had to buy MOE because even some people and like a buddy in Kentucky was like, well, it's moustache. I'm like, what?
No, it's not. That's
if you look, there is Wikipedia. That's MOUSTACHE. A mustache is a growth of facial hair above the upper lip and under the nose. They've been worn in various styles.
Dude, why can't they just simplify things?
Could you imagine being from another country coming over here and then trying to learn a lot of this English shit? No, it's Oregon. Is it Oregon or Oregon? Well, you could say either. Is it tomato?
Well, English is kind of like a bastardized. I know it's Germanic, but it's also mixes in a whole lot of other things. That's why we have so many fucked up rules in our grammar, right?
Yeah.
There, and there. Just
like isn't the thing with buffalo? You can say buffalo so many times, and it's the longest one to form a sentence with the same word.
I've never heard this.
I've never heard that either.
Buffalo longest sentence. A sentence with 8 consecutive buffaloes is featured in Steven Pinker's 1994 book, and apparently here. Let me look it up. This is Wikipedia. I don't know, but there's a whole bunch of other things. Buffalo, 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 buffalo is a grammatically correct sentence in English that is often presented as an example of how homophones and
Whoa, dude.
right, that's
Whoa.
that's how you say it, right?
Phones.
HOMO phones. I mean, we just call them
Just-
cell phones. Wikipedia and Buffalo. I don't know what
Just
you're doing.
call
Can be used to create complicated linguistic constructs through. This is a tough Wikipedia to get through. I should have known English was hard. But they break it out in this chart. Here, let me show you guys. Here's the buffalo parse tree.
What the fuck?
So we got pronoun, noun,
Verb.
pronoun, noun, verb, pronoun, noun. I don't know what NP is.
A
I
noun
don't know what the
pronoun?
RC is. VP, vice president.
Yeah, subject.
Not
Oh,
president.
so the predicate, right? So something predicate.
Oh, right here on the bottom. Parse tree,
Oh.
sentence, noun phrase, relative clause, verb phrase, proper noun, verb.
What was the noun phrase? How have I never heard of that one?
I
Okay.
don't know. Shout out to John D. Berger, SVG by King of Hearts. Image
I
sentence
have a
for putting
hard
this
time
together.
believing that's his real name.
Burger.
John Berger.
John